Good morning, students. Let's back to our class. Today, your ma'am will teach you figures of speech. But at first, we will study what is figures of speech. And afterwards, we will see its types by using examples. So let's get started. What is figures of speech? In English, words can have two meanings when they are being used, first in literal and second is figurative. Literal means whatever which is being said in meant as per the words being used. We go by the dictionary meanings of the words, while figurative means drawing the mental picture of whatever is being said. It helps convey an idea faster and vividly. Let's see the examples. Bold ran very fast in the race. Bold ran like a cheetah in the race. In the first sentence, as we go to exact words, we use the literal meaning of the word to understand the sentence. And in the second sentence, what happens? Your mind starts having an imaginary picture of cheetah. It's bold running, and we start comparing both of them. What happens? Your mind starts understanding more. Why? Because we have used the figurative language. Now you might have confusion that when to use a literal language and when to use a figurative language. You can use literal language when you are writing highly technical stuffs like a scientific experiment as you want the reader understand the stuff exactly what is written. And we use figurative language when you want to make your work more interesting and more dramatic like a story, poem or a play. Now, let's learn the main figures of speech. They are simile, metaphor, personification, repetition, and alliteration. Let's study them one by one in detail. Number one, simile. Simile. In a simile, a comparison is made between two objects of different kinds which have, however, at least one point in common. It is usually introduced by such words as like, as, or so. Let's see the example. Our soldiers are as brave as a lion. Here, in this sentence, we are comparing two words, soldiers and lion. And we have used the word as. And the common thing is between is bravery. They both are known for their bravery. So here as brave as a lion is a simile. Let's learn the next example. She is like an angel. Here a girl compared with an angel using the word like and the common thing between them is their beauty. So here like an angel is a simile. Let's see one more example. Love is patient and so is my mother. Here love is compared with my mother using the word so. The common thing between them is patience. So here so is my mother is a simile. Students, note, a comparison of two things of the kind is not a simile. The following are some common similes of everyday speech. As proud as peacock, as bold as brass, as tough as leather, as clear as crystal, as good as gold, as precious as the hills. Let's go for the further. It is metaphor. A metaphor is an implied simile. It does not, like the simile, state that one thing is like another or acts as another, but takes that for granted and proceeds as if the two things were one. Thus, when we say our soldiers are as brave as a lion, we use a simile, but when we say our soldiers are lion, we use a metaphor. Here, in this statement, we compared our soldiers with a lion. The common thing between them is bravery, but we have not used the word as. Let's look into some more examples. The camel is the sheep of the desert. Here, the comparison between camel and sheep is made by saying that both are equal without using any comparison word. So, this is a metaphor. Number 3. Life is a dream. Here, comparison between life and dream is made by saying that they both are equal without using any comparison word. Students, note, every simile can be compressed into a metaphor and every metaphor can be expanded into a simile. Metaphors should never be mixed. That is, an object should not be identified with two or more different things in the same sentence. Now, let's learn the next. It is personification. In personification, inanimate objects and abstract notions are spoken of as having life and intelligence. In these, human qualities are given to object or ideas. These qualities may be emotions, desires, sensations, gestures, and speech. Let's look into the examples. The sun smiled at us. Here we are giving the quality of human with smile to the object sun. So personification is used here. The stars danced playfully in the moonlight sky. Here we are giving the human quality of dance to the stars. So it is a personification. Number 3. Opportunity was knocking at her door. Here the human quality of knocking to the abstract noun opportunity, so it's a personification. Let's learn the another figures of speech. It is repetition. A repetition is a figure of speech wherein a word or a group of words is repeated. It is used to create rhythm and bring attention to an idea. Let's see the examples. We ants never borrow, we ants never lend. Here the group of words we ants never is used twice in the sentence, so it is a repetition. Let's look into some more examples. If you think you can do it, you can do it. Here you can do it, a group of words is repeated, so it's a repetition. Let's learn more about one more figures of speech. It is alliteration. Alliteration is a repetition of same sound of the beginning of words. Let's see the examples. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. Here you can see the sound P is repeated multiple times at the start of words, so it's an example of alliteration. Let's look into some more examples. She sells seashells down by the seashore. Here as you can see the sound sh is repeated multiple times in the sentence at the start of the word. So it's an alliteration. Students note alliteration is depending on the beginning sound of word but not at beginning sound of a letter. Like cat is not alliteration with choice but it is alliterative with kick. So in alliteration initial sounds of words are repeated. So dear students, here I am going to finish my lecture. I hope you all have enjoyed. Thank you.